believe in games where you like waste someone's time, where you have a trick answer. So this is not like that. So there's not a trick answer to this. Let me first start off by saying that because I hate stuff like that. Hate stuff like that. I grew up with a number of telescopes, some larger than others. I loved messing around with telescopes. Now, this is a primary from a reflector right here. Not a very big, I think it's like a 6-inch reflector right here. Now, all reflector, and there's Cassegrain, there's catadioptric, blah, blah, blah. Primary is a big-ass mirror, right? Here's a question. Let's see if you can figure, because the simplest stuff, you think, my God, there's got to be a simple answer for that. And then people can't figure it out. This is a good one. This is a good one. Now, let's say you've got a distant star, right? Like really distant. I mean, it is, even with your binoculars, in the most pitch black night, out in the country where there's no light pollution, say the star you want to take a look at is just like a fly speck even through a set of decent binoculars. Okay, you zip over your telescope. I don't care what size the primary is. Obviously, the bigger the better, right? The bigger the better, right? Here's the key thing. Obviously, that is a tiny microscopic dot in the sky. Even with, you know, some high-power binoculars. I mean, some really, really nice binoculars. Drop your telescope in. Okay, you zoom into that spot. You don't zoom into it. You dial it in. You track it as it's moving across the sky. Here's the question. And this doesn't have a trick answer to it. The answer should be really simple, but I'd love to see who could give me the answer to it. If I block, since that is only a tiny, tiny speck in the sky, very, 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 very tiny speck in the sky, if I block off like 90% of this mirror, the magnification, because, you know, the star is like right here, I can only block off the mirror here and here and here, the star is still only hitting here. In other words, if I just like put black tape on this, totally non-reflective black tape, and I only leave open the tiny spot for the star, then what difference would it make if I were to use a 6-inch primary as opposed to a 12-inch or 20-inch or 200-inch? What difference does it make? Huh? What difference would it make? Whether it's the 200-inch telescope or the 100-inch telescope, the spot that actually hits, the spot of light that hits this primary mirror is teeny, 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 tiny. Tiny, teeny, 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 super, super tiny. Obviously, I can stick my face in this mirror like, wow, this is a pretty good mirror. Like a chick would like this for like doing makeup, you know, you could really see all the details, you know. Well, we're talking about a microscopic thin, tiny little dot of light, way the hell out there. Then I cover up 95% of this mirror, 98, doesn't matter. What then advantage do I have between using a 6-inch primary as opposed to a 60-inch or, you know, 600, which doesn't exist, I don't believe. How many inches? Well, yeah, there is. I mean, how many feet the Keck Observatory mirror is. Do you know the answer to that one? There's not a trick. You know, it's not a trick answer, so don't be looking for a trick answer behind this. Just think about it straightforward. What's the answer to that? Why do I need all this extra space if that little pinpoint of dot of light is only hitting a wee tiny portion of this mirror? Do you know the answer to that one? I'm going to leave it unanswered. Let's see if you could figure that one out. What do you think the answer to that one is? Isn't it neat to think? Sometimes it makes people's heads hurt, right? Figure that one out.